The story behind the Kacey Musgraves song Merry-Go-Round is about as real as it gets.
If you ain't got 2 kids by 21, you're probably gonna die alone.
Kacey is from a small town and has lived the lyrics she wrote about. So is her co-writers, Shane McAnally and Josh Osborne.
Go round, round, round we go. Where it stops, nobody knows.
It's a singer-songwriter approach to a commercial song.
In fact, it was at a 4th of July picnic in Shane's small Texas hometown that the idea for the song came about.
And it don't matter if you don't believe.
One of Shane's friends asked his mom, "What is your neighbor doing at her house now? Is she selling anything?" And Shane's mom said, "She's selling Mary Kay or Mary Jane or something. I don't know what she's doing over there." I said to him, I was like, man, there's a song in that somewhere.
The next day, the two ate at a diner named, you guessed it, Mary's, and started talking about how they could really be onto something.
A lot of honest songs come out of that because you're not necessarily trying to be clever, you're just writing something you've heard.
The two were actually in Texas for a writing retreat for Kacey. When they sat down at their session later that day, they told her their idea. She loved it, and they immediately started writing, each thinking about life in their own hometowns.
We all 3 came from towns like that, where a lot of people do just end up doing what their parents did. And for a lot of people, it's great. It wouldn't have been for us.
Just happy in the shoes you wear.
And we started thinking about all the different meanings of the word Merry and the different spellings and how, get from getting married to Merry Christmas to the name Mary. And then applying that to small town life.
Ideas popped off quickly.
We had the line, I think, same hurt in every heart. And I said, I don't know if this is right, but what if it was something like same trailer, different park?
The only challenge they really had was figuring out how many times they could use the word Merry without sounding over the top.
Along with the commerciality of all the rhymes and the word, there was this great story unfolding.
They also wanted to make sure people knew that Merry-Go-Round isn't an anti-small town song, rather an anti-small mind song.
Mama's hooked on Mary Kay, brother's hooked on Mary Jane.
It's not a song about judgment, it's basically a snapshot of this is what that life is. It doesn't mean it's good, it doesn't mean it's bad, it just is what it is.
When the 3 were finished, they knew they had something good, but it wasn't until other writers on the retreat gave their overly positive feedback that they knew they had something great.
Mary, Mary, quite contrary.
I think at that moment then a spark did light a little bit.
The song didn't change much from that Texas writing session to the Nashville studio where Kacey recorded it, except Kacey did come up with the lick that in the end made the song come to life.
Kacey had the idea of the piano part that became sort of the staple signature lick through the entire song.
While Merry-Go-Round never made it to the top of the charts, they say it's just one of those songs that defines why they're so in love with what they do.
It really is the reason we moved here. It's the reason we stayed. These kind of songs come along very rarely.
Mary just don't give a damn no more.